Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
What up, Hive Mind? It's your boy Teach. I won the roll-off. Recording?
Yeah, so I'll just use that.
Oh, sweet. Alright. Tonight I am playing Hidetsugu and Kiari, which from this point forward I'm going to call them Heidi and Kiari, because it's shorter and easier to say. This is the deck where I want to get Heidi and Kiari out and then clone them as many times as I can for lots of random shenanigans. I will start this game off by drawing a card and playing a Terramorphic Expanse and passing to my good friend Chris.
I brought back my Wyll Blade of Frontiers dice rolling deck. The point of this deck is...
That's right, Teach. We are playing Totem tonight because Nelson is absent.
That's right. We hate him.
Continue, Chris. Sorry.
We like him when he's here.
Yes.
We do.
Hate him when
We
he's gone.
hate him when he's fucking gone.
Like Heidi and Kiari, the point of this deck is to make as many copies of Wyll as possible so I can roll all the dice to no apparent end. There is no end game. So, with that...
we might already be in the end game.
Yep. So I will draw for the turn. I will play an island, and I will pass to Schnell.
Okay.
See what Herr Schnell is running tonight.
I brought back the Council of Four. The Council will decide your fate. Basically, since my opponents are just going to go ahead and do a bunch of shit anyway, I might as well try and benefit off of it. So, that's the point of the Council. We'll see if it goes. I'll read it out loud for your leaning purposes. It is a 0/8 human noble. Whenever a player draws their second card during their turn, I draw a card. Whenever a player casts their second spell during their turn, I create a 2/2 white knight creature token. So, you guys drawing stuff and playing extra stuff when they are out will hopefully help me. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will lead off with a command tower because we are playing EDH, not commander. Go Teach.
Untap. Draw. I will play an Esper Panorama.
I don't know why that distinction is so important to me, but it is.
And I will pass the turn to Chris while activating Esper Panorama.
Right.
For yet another swamp.
Why did that pop into my head?
I don't know.
We'll play an Exotic Orchard.
There's one.
I'll tap these two to cast an Arcane Signet.
Excellent.
Pass to Schnell.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw.
Some sexy lands over there, Tej.
Why, thank you.
Exotic Orchard sounds like a good land to play, so we're going to do that one. And then, because I want my opponents to do as much stuff as possible, but really I don't, Drannith Magistrate. My opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands.
Sweet.
Go ahead, Teach.
I don't think that word means what you think that word means.
Magistrate?
Drannith.
Oh.
Sweet. I was talking about sweet.
Sweet Magistrate. He's just going to kill it.
Of course I'm just going to kill it.
He's just going to kill it, but at least he's wasting his removal on me and not a player with no win con.
Morphic Pool.
I think Deck of Many Things might be a win con.
Actually.
I don't remember. I think I have one in here.
Pass turn.
By that I mean win con.
Draw
for the turn.
Don't think I have a full-on win con. I think I just try to go as wide as possible. There might be an approach with the Second Sun because any deck can just default try to win with that. Or so I've been told.
It's a funny joke.
Netherese Puzzle Lord.
Netherregion Puzzle Lord.
Exactly.
Ouch.
That was my nickname, the Netherese Puzzle Lord. At the beginning of your upkeep, roll a d4, scry X, where X is the result, and whenever I roll a die's highest natural result, I draw a card. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. We will land for the turn island, and we will just pass to Teach. We're not even going to do much.
Draw.
I could be swinging with my Drannith Magistrate, but no.
Could be.
Lil Dick swinging. Got it.
I'm playing blue-white, so I'm going to get in the blue-white mentality of don't do things. Don't do the things that you want to do. Say in response a lot, and then pass your turn.
Fine, I'll pass my turn.
Got him.
Get off my ass.
Are you actually passing your turn?
I'll activate this turn when we're in, so it's Chris's turn.
Oh, well, then
Untap.
pass the turn.
Being in my upkeep, roll a d4. I roll a 4. Scry 4. Okay. Gosh, I kind of like all of these. But we will go like this. These 3 on top, this one on the bottom. I rolled a 4 on d4, so I draw from that. Then I will go to my draw step. That will trigger your commander. That's not out yet.
Commander's not out yet, yeah. Man, that'd be a completely different game if I'd run Send triplets in a fucking heartbeat.
Yep.
That's how that worked.
They have eminence.
I don't think that my exotic orchard can generate red mana.
Nope.
Nope.
So
My mirror only sees your mirror.
training center will be my land for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will cast Hoarding Ogre. Whenever it attacks, roll a d20. On a 1 through 9, I create a treasure. 10 through 19, I create 2. And on a nat 20, I create 3 treasures. Pass turn.
Before the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 3 Frantic Search, draw 2, then discard 2, untap up to 3 lands. So 1, 2, discarding. Oh, but I like all those. I won't discard anything. Can I keep them all and just not untap my lands? We'll pitch Glass Casket, and we will pitch Divine Visitation. That might be a win con. We'll see how this goes. And then untap my lands, and then go to beginning of my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. We will Flumph. 0/4 Flying Defender. Whenever Flumph is dealt damage, you and target opponent each draw a card.
I'm tired of it.
Flumph. Always trust the Flumph.
Target opponent, not the opponent dealing damage
Correct.
to it. Some bullshit.
Well, if I ping it myself, I still have to give a card away.
Yep.
That's how they get you.
You done?
Yeah, that's what go means.
Fucking cock.
Yes.
God. Where are you? Oh, you're alright. Land for a turn will be this island. And then I will pay 2 mana for a scroll rack.
Ooh.
I can pay 1 to tap it to choose any number of cards in my hand and set those cards aside. Put an equal number of cards from the top of my library into my hand, then put the cards set aside in this way on top of my library in any order. I'm going to go ahead and activate that scroll rack. I will not activate that scroll rack. Wait. No, not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll pass over to Christopher.
Untap.
How big is your order?
A 3/3.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. I will scry 1. I will keep this on top. Draw for the turn. Play a land.
Screw.
2 mana. We'll cast a Sword of Hours. Then I will pay.
That's the D12 or
Yes,
whatever?
yep.
Okay.
Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, roll a d12. If the result is greater than the damage dealt, or the result is a 12, double the number of 1/1 counters on that creature.
Nice.
I will move to equip,
Oh, well, now I'm not going to block with Flump.
and I will attack Tej. For 3, attack trigger, it gets a 1/1 counter.
You could have just swung into me and we could have both drawn cards.
It's true.
I mean, it's totem, you can still choose to block, right?
It's true.
It's going to die. My Flump's going to die, though.
Yep.
Yeah. So now I'm not going to.
Okay.
Well, I've got no responses.
Yeah, we'll just take the damage then.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When it deals combat damage, I roll a d12. The result is higher, so I will double the number of counters on it.
Nice.
Going to 2. Also, attack trigger on that. I
I
have
hate
to
it
roll
when
a
Chris's decks have to do math.
roll a d20. That looks like a 2.
Yeah.
I get a treasure token. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Sure wish I could cast things from the command zone.
I'm sorry. I didn't draw land, so I ain't gonna do extra shit. Pass to Teach.
End of your turn, I will scroll rack. I will set aside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. I want to put them in the library in this order. Draw 1, draw 2, draw 3, draw 4, draw 5, draw 6. These go back here.
Score rack's real okay. Probably in the top 10,000 Magic cards.
That's saying something.
I know, right?
Alright, untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land for turn. This.
This island. Specifically.
1, 2, 3 mana will give me a Commander Sphere. I can tap it for 1 mana of any color in my Commander's color identity, or I can sacrifice it to draw a card. I will also cast a Brainstone. I can sacrifice it to Brainstone Worm. Thank you.
That was a push, but you got there.
And with that, I will end my turn.
Okay.
Untap.
He's gonna kick our ass with an ogre wielding a sword.
Scry 1. I don't want that. Scry that away.
I don't like that you're making decisions after looking at my board state.
Go to my draw step.
That means
Who do you think you
I'm a
are?
factor here, and I don't like being a factor. I think I proved that last game.
Cascade. Choking on almond skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should get those circumcised almonds.
My brain was also there, it just wasn't as quick as yours.
Oh, move to combat.
Skin. Penises have skin.
it was in the general area.
Like about crotches.
I will attack Chanel. Attack trigger. 17. I get 2 treasures.
Nice.
A 5/5 coming in. What?
I will choose to not do anything.
Samesies.
Okay. We take
Takes
5.
Yes. I roll a d12.
31.
That will double the number of cards.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
Okay.
Let's just get this out there
So
right
that
now.
always just adds 1, and then you roll to see if it goes.
It's creature attacks. Oh, I forgot that it gets
Okay,
1
'cause
automatically.
Again, I
Yes,
didn't.
you were right. It gets 1
You're
for
not
attacking.
good at math, which is why I wanted to double check it.
I'm good at the math. I'm bad at triggers.
Triggers are just math of the cards.
So it does double to 6.
Math of the sea, they used to call it.
We'll use all 3 treasures for 9 mana.
You're kicking our ass. Of course I'm going to give you shit.
Darksteel Forge. Artifacts I control are indestructible.
They are not.
Oh, tonight the role of Nelson will be played by Schnell.
I've been saving the Dovin's veto for Tej fucking up my Draneth Magistrate, and now I finally had to... You can't cast your commander, and then your
Pass
commander doesn't
turn.
also work with Draneth Magistrate out, so I
Yeah.
assumed you were just going to come at me. Brah. Yeah, okay. We're going to do this then. Fate Spinner. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player chooses draw step, main phase, or combat phase. The player skips each instance of the chosen step or phase this turn.
Do you have to skip both main phases with that?
Or it's
pre-combat?
main phase. It doesn't specify pre-combat or post-combat, so it's main phases.
All main phases.
Yeah, because it's main phase 1, main phase 2. So
that
it's
from?
Mirrodin.
Mirrodin.
Okay. So this card kicked the shit out of me when we did a mystery booster draft because my opponent had this and Soul Ring in sealed, and
Yeah.
that is something that you should never see in sealed. It was real bad. But go ahead, teach.
Really just wanted my arcane signet to stay
draw.
around.
That's fine. Untap. Upkeep. I will choose combat. I will
Okay.
skip my combat this turn.
Makes sense.
I will draw for turn. Fuck. Why did I think there was something else?
You put it there.
I know. I legitimately thought there was something else there.
No,
Where did it go?
you drew it.
Yeah, I didn't. It's not here.
Oh, Adam.
Behold.
Behold.
Is that each player or opponents? Each opponent's
Yeah.
upkeep. Ew.
It doesn't even. Again, blue white is the fucking devil of colors. This
They're the
deck.
good guys.
This deck was just built to be a bureaucratic fucking nightmare.
I will tap 7 manners,
7 nanners.
and I will cast Jingataxius, Progress Tyrant. Whenever I cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, I copy that spell. I may choose new targets for that copy. This ability triggers only once each turn. And whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, counter that spell. This ability triggers only once each turn.
Artifact, what?
Instant or
Instant
sorcery.
Oh, okay.
With
So,
that,
the things I want to do.
I will end my turn.
Well, I have a handful of things I'd love to do, but
So, untap, during your upkeep, what would you like to choose to
put
not
that
do?
trigger on the stack. Actually, I'll put, and then this trigger on the stack. So I'll resolve this one first.
Okay.
So if I rolled a 4 and drew a card, I would choose to skip my draw step.
Okay.
So I will.
That's clever.
Did you?
Ooh. I haven't resolved that trigger yet.
Okay. I didn't know what you
I'm
rolled.
scrying. I did. I rolled a 4.
Oh, so yes.
So yes, I'm
Okay.
scrying 4.
That's what I asked, and you said it's a. Did you roll a 4 or not? No.
I'll leave one on
Just
top,
wait and see.
Yeah.
and then I will draw. I will choose to skip my draw step.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I will cast Imprisoned in the Moon, targeting Dranith Magistrate. I believe that should get around your Jingataxius buffoonery.
Yeah, it was an enchantment.
Yep. Then I will cast Chaos Channeler. 2 red, 2 of anything. 4/3 Human Shaman. Whenever it attacks, roll a d20, and then I can, on a 1 and 9, I exile a top card. I may play it this turn. 10 to 19, I exile the top 2. I may play them this turn. On a 20, I exile the top 3, and I may play them this turn. I will move to combat. I will attack Schnell. A couple attack triggers. I get a 1/1 counter on it. And I have to roll a d20 for some treasures. I get 2 treasures.
Okay. Teej, do you have any answers to that thing?
Nope.
Okay.
Jingataxis. Fate Spinner.
I'm going to block it with Flump. Does it have
Okay.
trample?
It does not.
Okay. Teej, you and I can draw a card.
I was going to say, together we can draw an answer.
Yes.
It dealt combat damage, so I roll a d20. Cock I rolled an 8. It currently has 7 counters on it. That will double the number of counters on it.
Nice.
So it will be 14. Just double checking that the counters are on the creature and not on the sword itself. Alright.
That is important.
Second main phase, while I can, I'm going to cast my commander. Wyll, Blade of Frontiers. If you would roll 1 or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus 1 and ignore the lowest roll. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, put a 1/1 counter on them. Passage now.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Hallowed Fountain. Fancy planet, Hallowed Fountain. Chris and I will go down to 38. Go on.
God damn it, that's my life. It's my life.
Now or never.
It's now or never.
I don't want to live forever. I'm going to O-ring your Imprison of the Moon.
Shit.
Triple ring, double ring.
Can't triple ring, double ring.
Now I can't cast things off of my Chaos Channeler again.
I mean, get wrecked, scrub. Yeah, like 2 or 3 more turns, I'm really gonna start something. But yeah, I don't have to worry about Gene Cataxis yet. Go ahead, teach.
End of your turn, I will scroll rack. I will set aside 4. Roll 1, 2, 3, 4.
Really don't like the thought of you doubling instant sorceries and artifacts.
I mean, you could have imprisoned his thing in the moon, but no.
But no!
You felt little old magistrate was a much bigger threat.
No. It was preventing me from what I was doing more than he was.
Alright. Untap.
I believe you. I just don't like you.
God damn it. Why does it always hurt me when you tell me these things?
Something happened during my upkeep? I don't even remember.
Yeah, you
Fate
choose
That's
draw,
Combat.
main phase, or combat to skip.
I will skip combat. I will
Yeah.
draw this card. It is an Evolving Wilds. I will play it as my land for the turn. I will... activate Evolving Wilds.
Okay.
So that I can shuffle my library.
I was really hoping early on you'd just start farming me for cards by not making your stupid ogre bigger. Dear diary, today was a sad day. Flump had to die.
For the sins of a hoarding ogre.
Mom says we can get a new Flump, but Dad doesn't think I can take care of this one either. It's a really detailed journal entry. For a 36-year-old man with a Flump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Isn't that just a German number? Eins, fein, drei, vier, flump.
Flump.
Flump is German for a lot of things. It's like Smurf. If we say it the wrong way, you have to bleep us.
Flump and Kraken! That's what you were doing when you killed him. Flump and Kraken!
I will...
I miss Nelson.
I did until you countered my spell. And then it felt like he was right here with us.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Untap. I will stack my upkeep triggers in such a manner as to repeat what I had done the last turn. I will roll 2 d4s, 2, and a 4.
Yeah.
Wyll gets a 1/1 counter. I will resolve the puzzle ward. So my artifacts get countered, you say?
First artifact you cast. This turn.
Alright.
Artifact, instant, or sorcery. But I still want to do those.
Just play a dumb one, I'll play a good one.
Draw. Okay.
No. I don't have any dumb ones. Oh wait, no, I don't have any good ones. Said that backwards.
I will... God, I hate all of this. I will skip...
You can skip combat for a round.
I'm going to skip combat.
Your fate has been spun.
So I will draw. God damn it. I will tap this signet for a red. We'll cast Barbarian class. If you would roll one or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus one and ignore the lowest roll. I will level it up to level 2. Level 2 says when you roll one or more dice, target creature you control gains +2/+0 and gains a menace until end of turn.
Oofda.
Then I will... I'll pay 4 mana. And I will cast Delina Wild Mage. 3/2, whenever she attacks, choose target creature you control and roll a d20. On a 1 to 14, I get a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of it that is non-legendary that I exile at end of combat. And on 15 to 20, I create one of those tokens that does not go away at end of turn, and I roll again. Pass to Schnell.
Okay. Well, unless I draw something great and game-changing, I know unfortunately I have to do it on my turn. Basic land. That's not great and game-changing. It's also not basic. I'm lying to you for no reason.
Lightning energy.
A Darkar Wastes, or a Darkar Wastes, however you want to fuck that one up. We're going to tap the Hallowed Fountain for blue, tap the Command Tower for blue, pay then 2. Opposition. I can tap an untapped creature I control to tap target artifact, creature, or land. Chris won't stop threatening me with a good time. And Tej won't help.
I will help.
Tej won't help.
I'll help.
Pass to my not help, Tej.
End of your turn.
What?
I will...
Not cast your commander, but with the Magistrate and all.
He doesn't need the Magistrate. He's got double instants and sorceries and probably answers now.
Pongify.
Hey, look at that.
Targeting Dragon Magistrate.
That's...
Targeting big fucking ogre guy.
You got big fucking ogre guy.
You get a monkey, you get a monkey.
Okay.
I have one monkey to give away.
I'll draw a monkey.
Here, you can have a monkey.
Sir, this is an 8.
Or an 8.
Wow. 2023 and we're still making those jokes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, unset. Upkeep. Draw.
Upkeep trigger. You
Skip
already...
combat.
Okay.
Skip combat.
Okay.
I will... cast my commander. Heidi and Kiari. 5/4 Ogre Demon Dragon. Flying. When Heidi and Kiari enter the battlefield, draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from my hand on top of my library in any order. When they die, exile the top card of my library. Target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. If it's an instant sorcery spell, I may cast it without paying its mana cost. So when I enter the battlefield, I will draw 3, put 2 cards back. I will put back you. I will then cast Zero of Many Faces. I will have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's not in bone, so it doesn't matter. I will have it enter as a copy of Hidetsugu and Kiari. Triggering its enter the battlefield. Legend rule kicks in. I have to put one in my graveyard. I'll put the 0 in my graveyard. Death trigger also triggers. I will stack the death trigger first before the second brainstorm. I will target... Hey, Chris, you're trying to do stuff. I will...
You are trying.
Exile the top card of my library. It's in Varrook's Wake. Target opponent, Chris, loses 9 life.
Good gravy. That
That
has to be this token.
It just has to. Yeah, it has to be
You two.
us two because he can't be part of it.
And it is an instant or sorcery, so I will cast it without paying its mana cost. Destroy all creatures I don't control and all planeswalkers I don't control.
In response,
Yes.
I'm going to tap down your scroll rack,
Okay.
and I'm going to, I guess, cry a little.
You could tap his Jinga Taxis as well.
I
Although
don't
it's
He's
have
already-
not
combat.
attacking.
Oh, that's
this turn,
right.
He can't.
That's right. Yep.
So, all right. Well,
Will's dead. That was unfortunate.
well, and I was saving the O-ring for the eventuality that his commander came out, but then you had to keep fucking with me.
I also
This is
have
one of
a-
those things where we get locked into combat while the game is
Brainstorm
going on
trigger.
around us, and unfortunately, Tej is the game going on around us.
I will put...
Why can't we be friends? Cause you fucked my shit.
I tried to lock away your commander. That's literally the only thing I did.
Yeah.
You back. That will end my turn. Go, Chris.
Interacting with my board at all wrecks my fragile plans. I've been very clear on this.
Upkeep.
Minorly
I rolled
inconvenience.
Minorly, I have been minorly
Roll 2.
inconvenienced,
I rolled a 4
and I will not forgive anyone.
and 2. Alright, I will scry 4 and then draw a card. Ooh. Yep, that's gonna stay on top.
Okay. I beg of you, any answers you get, please send them not my way.
Okay. 3 on the bottom.
Listen, we have Chanel right where we want him.
Again, not how Totem works. You're thinking of it backwards.
Draw step.
Sure.
You are trying to double team one person, but you're supposed to try to double team your opponents.
Yeah, you're my opponent. Yours 1 to 2. You're our opponent.
You're our opponent. Fuck. It's a dumb game. Dumb concept. Let me Nelson. Nelson would have countered all your shits.
Nelson's not here, man.
Steve's not here.
That's just stupid.
Do it. Board wipe. Fuck us harder.
Right here.
Creatures I control have haste.
Will's coming in hot, I guess.
Sure, why not? Cast my commander.
God, what have I done?
Pass turn.
Okay. Fuck with my camera. Nope. Okay. Untap. Upkeep.
Hey, blue white.
Drawer.
That whose deck doesn't live or die by a dice roll. Do something.
No.
Oh.
2 or more basics. I do not have 2 more basics. So, deserted beach. Ain't life a beach. Oh yeah, I had plans of doing other things, but they required having more creatures out. So, I guess we'll late to the party.
Kill the Jingataxis.
Council of 4. Whenever a player draws their second card during their turn, I draw a card. Whenever a player casts their second spell during their turn, I get a knight. Yeah, I guess F me. Go ahead, teach.
Untap. Upkeep. I have to choose nothing.
Yep, that's gone now.
Draw for turn. Land for turn. Thinking.
Dum, 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 dum.
Well, looking at a handful of things that get auto-countered.
I mean,
Mystic Sanctuary.
shut up, that's how.
Mystic Sanctuary enters the
Oh,
battlefield
crap.
untapped. I put a instant or sorcery from my graveyard on top of my library. Into its wiki.
But why, Papa?
This is the only one in there.
God damn it.
Then,
The last time you ran this deck,
One.
Tej, and we shit right in your mouth, I felt so bad.
Yeah.
you should.
You
I-
guys are always so picking on me whenever I
Suddenly realized that was a pimp decision.
No, it was definitely a pimp decision.
We've gone from the shitter to the shitty.
You needed to imprison in the moon my stuff for some reason.
I'm going to cast Sahili's Artistry. Choosing to create a token that's a copy of target creature, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types.
That's your first
Targeting?
spell?
Yes. Heidi. Jingataxius will copy that. I will target Heidi. So the first one will resolve, creating a copy of that. Brainstorm trigger, Legend rule, copy dies, Death trigger. I will target Schnell this time because I don't want to keep picking on Chris.
Hooray! But you're
Oh, it's
picking on
incorrect way.
Chris anyway because it's the
You
same
guys
life
lose
total.
9, destroy our stuff.
In response, I'm going to tap down your commander.
Okay,
That didn't die to Legend Rule.
that's fine.
That might be relevant, actually.
I mean,
Second artistry. Oh wait, no, I've got a brainstorm first. This can stay there.
But our life totals are 40, 30, 20. That's kind of cool.
I mean, not
I don't like the
as
cool.
part of the 20.
Second trigger enters, dies right away, resolve death. I will target Chris this time with overflowing insight.
Ugh, 7?
7. And target player draws 7 cards. That'll leave me. 1, 2, 3.
I deserve this.
Yep.
5, 6, 7.
You also had an Oblivion
That
ring.
goes away.
I needed my... Because again, getting my guy back would have stopped this from happening.
Wouldn't have stopped this.
That doesn't matter. If he doesn't have the commander out, which you chose to allow. You chose to allow twice.
Next, I will cast Saw in Half, targeting my commander. I will destroy it. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2
Infinity
tokens
cards.
that are copies of that creature, except their base power is half that creature's power, and their base toughness is half that creature's toughness, round out each time. I will destroy. I will get 2 of them. I have 2 enters the battlefield, 1 death trigger, and then I have a legendary. I'll get rid of 1 of them.
But technically your actual commander card is in your command zone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 1 will die. That gives me 2 deaths. 2 brainstorms.
That's gotta be enough to kill us.
Oh, it will be. Simply because I will brainstorm first and then do something else.
Yep.
I didn't know that was going to be the only piece of removal I saw this game. I'm sorry.
1,
I
2,
just wanted to cast
3.
my commander.
For what reason?
So I could roll extra dice. It's the whole point of the deck.
You.
Oh.
I'll reveal.
You
Curse
got
of
to
the
roll extra
Ball.
dice. Was it worth it?
Yep.
Was it worth it?
I mean, it would have been if I got another turn.
You guys lose 10. Target player sacrifices half their permanents they control, ground down. Second brainstorm.
Wait, who?
You for questioning me.
Excellent. I'm sacrificing O-Ring. Chris, you get imprisoned in the moon back. It'll pick something. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wait.
5, 6, 7, 8.
What can I imprison in Das Moon? This guy?
Yeah.
Did we get him? Did that do it?
I don't think so. He's still just grabbing
know,
cards.
Grave Endeavor. That's Grave Endeavor.
If you can't read it, it
That's
doesn't
another
resolve.
It's fine.
Yeah, damn. That deck is a beating.
Hidetsugu and Kiari have come back with a vengeance. I really like this deck. I will never forget the first 2 times I played it. The night that I built it, we'll say, I brought it to Homebrew Magic, and we recorded 2 games. In both games, I played the deck back to back. First game just went off the rails because no one knew what to expect. Second game also went off the rails. And then every time I brought it back after that, people were onto me. You can't let me get Hidetsugu and Kiari out for very long, otherwise I'm going to do broken ass shit. So there was a game, everyone just piled on me because they were afraid of it, which was the right move. I didn't get to play the deck, but that's how you got to stop it sometimes. You just got to take out a player. It's the best creature removal. So I understand the trepidation of playing against this deck because left unchecked, I'm just going to run away with it. And tonight I wasn't so much left unchecked as we had some really good cards out that really helped my game plan. My first MVP tonight is Schnell's Drannith Magistrate. True, I couldn't cast Hidetsugu and Kiari, but that didn't bother me at all, because one of the lessons I've learned in this game is I don't want to cast Hidetsugu and Kiari just onto a board and not have a backup plan after that. That's never going to work out. So I always want to make sure I have a plan in hand the turn I cast it. So that's going to mean building up my resources, that's going to mean drawing cards, that's going to mean getting myself to a point where the turn I play it is a turn that I can start going off immediately. And Drannith Magistrate helped Chris not go off. So him slowing his game down really helped me as I was building my hand up. And my second MVP this game is Jin Gataxias, Progress Tyrant. This card made both of my opponents really rethink what they wanted to do. They couldn't cast instants, sorceries, or artifacts.
I was lying. I had a handful of enchantments and creatures.
Well, regardless, either way, it's what the card does. Your opponents have to think about the first instant, artifact, or sorcery they want to play, because the first one they do is going to get countered. The second one will be fine, but they have to invest mana, they have to pitch a card, they have to do something in order to get past that clause. And even if Chanel was lying about what he had in his hand, Jin Gataxias really still helped me out. It made Chris start thinking twice. And then when I was ready to pop off, as the kids say, I was able to play one Pongify, get Drannith Magistrate, and something else. Even though I knew I was going to board wipe immediately the next turn, the double Pongify, if I didn't have a board wipe, was still going to be able to clear the way for something. So in the end, the Hidetsugu and Kiari can potentially be a very scary deck if left unchecked. I am well aware that whenever this deck hits the table, everyone's going to start gunning for me. This deck, as Chris threw out, was like, last time you played that, we all ganged up on you, and I felt bad. Never again. And I completely understand. I know that it's going to come when I get this deck out, but I think the key to this deck in the future is playing smarter, like I feel like I did tonight. Making sure that I have the protection, the counterplays, the interaction that I need to stabilize myself before committing to one turn casting a commander and copying it and seeing what I can do from that point on. Chris's dice rolling deck can get out of hand. He had a big beefy monster he was building up, which I let through a few times because it didn't concern me what with the plan I was concocting in my own head. And Chanel could have blocked it in any time with a flumph and drew a card. He chose not to a couple of times, but when it started getting scary, I decided to put Schnell's mind at ease just for a second by pongifying it before revealing, haha, board wipe. And Schnell once again tonight, unfortunately, it didn't seem like his deck was going off. It seems to be his night where he's just kind of spinning his wheels. So I didn't get to see much of this deck, and I honestly don't remember if I've seen this deck in the past. It's quite possible. What with all the games we play, it's only 2 a week, and then sometimes and so much time goes past between when we see decks, I just kind of forget what people have and what they don't. So this deck was unfamiliar to me, even if I've played it in the past. But I know that Schnell builds crazy, wild, crazy decks, and I love every single one of them. So since this one's not standing up my brain, I hope it plays again real soon so I can see what it can do.
This, I think, was the last time I'm going to run this Wyll dice rolling deck in this iteration. It has enough games under its belt that I've kind of sussed out which dice rolling cards I like and are effective and which ones kind of aren't worth the card slot. And that was kind of the point of this deck from the beginning. See what I liked, see what I didn't. And then once I kind of figured that part out, I can rebuild the deck and kind of have all this dice rolling go towards like a larger goal, like kind of a sub-theme to the deck, an actual means to win. Right now, it's just hoping I can get through with some creatures and get them decently large, and it worked to a certain point, but then repeatable board wipes are just something that most decks can't handle, and especially this one. So the next time that this deck is featured in a game, it will probably look significantly different. As far as this game tonight, Schnell's deck is that's a commander that I had considered building once upon a time, and it looks very similar to how I would have done it. It does have all the classic markings of like an Azorius control deck, but we just didn't see a lot of it tonight. I'm hoping to see larger swaths of that deck in the future. And the Hidetsugu and Kiari deck, normally, like, there's some trepidation in a game, like when somebody starts to seem like they're really rolling, and there's always this question of, does he have it, does he not have it? There isn't much of that with this deck. There's a pretty obvious flashpoint, and then barring any interaction, like, it's a machine. It's really good, and it seems to be very consistent, and it can just mow through life totals in surprisingly large chunks. There are some pretty big mana values in that list, and not only are they massive effects, but just by the sake of that large mana value, it just chews through your life total. Yep. Once upon a time, I felt bad for picking on Tej. He has abused that, and he has disabused me of that notion. That will never happen again.
So this is, I believe, the second time that I've played the Council of Four, or is it Council of 8? Yeah, Council of Four. It's a 0-8. No one else seems to remember. I need to go back and actually watch. I remember absolutely kicking ass with this deck. I'm pretty sure I won that game. So I'm going to go back and double check that after this one. But anyway, I think that I kind of bit myself in the butt by keeping a hand that wasn't necessarily as explosive as I'd like, but it had some important pieces. So, Drannith Magistrate, yes, it helped Tej supposedly, but it stopped everyone else from playing their commanders, and I'm pretty sure the commander format, as it's sometimes referred to as, you want to play your commander, which is why you built around him. So just stopping that outright, I felt kept me in a pretty safe position. This deck does a ton of stuff like that by just like Fate Spinner and other as control-y and bureaucratic bullshitty things that I can do to slow down the game so that I can get everything I need out established. I can start building up my board state, and then I can slowly start to allow more things which every time somebody does one extra thing, I do an extra thing, and sometimes an extra thing. And as you can tell, if you go back and watch that previous game with the council, it gets really, really out of hand. I've got some basically instant win situations that I can set up with the amount of card draw that I usually end up with. I do have Approach of the Second Sun. I've got Overwhelming Splendor as just a late game, go ahead and shut it down. When I go wide with all the 2/2 Knights that the council produces, I also can board wipe with Cyclonic Rift, which I'm pretty sure that was the game I Cyclonic Rifted and then ended the game within a turn, much to everyone's surprise. But as far as this game is concerned, Chris betrayed me. Chris used his removal against me, which immediately offended me. As soon as I am mildly inconvenienced, I will lock in on that person. I am a vindictive a-hole, and I will not stop. And we need to stop Tej at all costs. And by Tej, I mean Hidetsugu and Kiari, because they are terrible. We had answers. We used them on each other. We were playing Nerf guns in the backyard while Tej built a fucking A-bomb and just nuked us. It was terrible. Good for him. Fun to play against. Really annoying, but it is a well-constructed deck. I respect it, but I hate it, and I don't mind seeing it as long as we understand what it can do, because it's a loaded gun, and you need to respect a loaded gun. It has a lot of power. We did, again, Nerf guns in the backyard. So, stay tuned to see if we deal with that deck in better ways moving forward, or if we come up with our own loaded guns and bring those to the table, metaphorically. So, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.